That is a sharp-dressed man right there. That's what I'm talking about. Cindy, it's good to see you, buds.
Oh, thank you. Are we really buddies?
Yes, we're buddies.
No, I'm serious.
Yes, of course we're buddies. I know your wife. I know you for a long time.
No, Jimmy, I'm at that age now. I'm 36, and I realized I don't really have friends.
What?
You know this. You hit a certain age.
Yeah.
And unless, you know, it's golf, gambling, or video games, you have no friends. I was like, Steve, do you have any friends?
Yeah.
No, right? Like, Jimmy, do you have friends, sincerely?
No.
See what I'm
probably
what I'm
not.
saying?
No, of course.
No. Nancy has friends, and then you're friends with their husbands. Okay? And this is where I'm jealous because you met Bina backstage, and Bina has multiple best friends.
Yeah.
Multiple.
Yeah.
Like, she'll be like, we have to go to Sarah's wedding. She's my best friend. I'm like, we were just at Priya's wedding. I thought she was your best friend. And she's like, you know this. Best friend is not an individual. It is a tier.
You have a tier of best friend?
And I'm like, this is just United 1K. It's 14 girls just vying for a spot in your tier.
Yeah.
Like,
to be all best friends.
Ask a grown man. Be like, hey, who's your best friend? They'll be like, when I was 8. Like, Andrew Behrens? I haven't thought about him in 28 years.
That's a good name.
Yeah. No, he's real. Listen, I was thinking about this. I was like, yo, I had to fill out an emergency contact form. And they were like, there's 2 lines, right? You know this. It's the first one was like family member. The second one, they're like, pick a friend. The first one obviously was Bina. And then the second one was just 911. They were like,
that's a great number to write down.
I was like, no, don't. They're like, what if you're having a heart attack? I'm like, don't call my friends. They'll make fun of me. I'm serious. Like, why can't we support each other, Jimmy?
Well, you're saying, men of a certain age, why can't we?
Yeah, like, I want my Instagram comments to be like Bina's Instagram comments. Every girl you see in your life, like, you go to their Instagram comments. Every time I go to Bina's page, all of her friends, any photo, stunning, gorgeous, hot mama, love your look, killing it, I am screaming, breathtaking.
Yeah.
Breathtaking.
Breathtaking. Okay. That's right, yeah.
Tonight, if I go to your Instagram page and I write breathtaking, you will block me immediately. You'll be like, Hassan's on ketamine. I think this is
breathtaking. Wow.
This is a cry for help.
That's interesting. Yeah. No, I would never block it.
Do you cry? Do you go to therapy, honestly?
What's going on? Do I go to therapy?
Yeah.
No, I don't go to therapy. I don't.
Neither do I. See,
but we can.
I don't go to therapy, but I do watch Pixar movies. Every 2 years. Every 2 years, I watch a Pixar
That's all you
movie.
need.
Yeah, I get a good cry out.
Yes.
Fellas, you gotta cry. It's like masturbating for your emotions.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? You just watch Encanto, you're like, oh, and then you're like, I gotta do my taxes. This clarity of mind.
Never heard it that way.
You know what I mean?
Never put it that way.
Okay, think about this. Think about this honestly.
Okay.
Do you remember the first time you saw your dad cry? I was 16. How old were you?
I mean, gosh, I don't really remember.
This is what I'm talking about.
There's one exact.
There's one moment, right? I was 16. Like, my sister came in. She's like, Dad is crying. It was like seeing a mountain lion in your driveway. You're like, I know this could happen. I just didn't think it would happen to me.
Yeah.
Do I walk up to him? Does he walk up to me? Do I get big? Like, I'm not here to hurt you. Like, what do I say?
To a mountain lion. Yeah.
Right? Like,
yeah.
We have these core memories. There's 2 core memories you have as a young man, right?
Yep.
The first time you see your dad cry.
That's correct.
And the first time you see your dad's You know, don't pull up, you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? You're like 5 years old, you're in the shower, and you're like, whoa. Papa is packing. You know what? And it's, because Jimmy, don't do this, okay? It's like IMAX. You're small. He's, you know what I mean? The camera's here, right?
Oh, no.
Think of that. It's like, listen. Don't do that. I'll use a different word. It's like watching Avengers Endgame for us, right? Like, when we see, that's what it is for a little kid. Like, they're just like, whoa, Thanos is huge. And purple. And wrinkly. It's just an IMAX.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
All right, thank you for,
No, like,
yes.
it was a treat. It was was a treat to see your dad snuffleupagus. It was a treat. I remember the day, 6/1/91. Like, I will never forget that.
You had the date burned in your memory?
Yeah, man. It was a treat.
Wow.
And now, now I'm making memories with my son. So I know he's about to, so I'll be in the shower and sometimes I'll just get up, you know what I mean? I'll just open up a little bit. Just let him know what it is. Because I want that to embed in his RAM, you know what I mean? Just be like, oh yeah. I want him to walk into Bright Horizons and be like, Papa is packing.
Oh,
like,
yeah, Bright Horizons.
Yeah, over on the Upper West Side. You know what it is.
Yeah, oh, yeah. I think for me it was the crying and the other moment at the exact same time. I think it happened at the same time for me. How was the tour going, by the way? You sold out Radio City 5 times over?
It was amazing, man.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's been amazing.
I didn't... And you know, did I get to tell you this, by the way? My office is right by Radio City, and I saw you outside. Were you taking photos on the roof?
Yeah, that was me on the roof. I was like, I gotta let him know what time it is.
Yeah,
I don't know if
I was
I'll
gonna
ever
take
be
a
able to do
picture
this
of
again.
you through the window.
Oh,
of
you should have done that.
I know, but I was so happy for you, bud.
So you get to do these great venues like Radio
course.
City. And then a few weeks ago, I was in the South and I was in Nashville, and I was performing at Andrew Jackson Auditorium.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a little heavy, you know? The entire time I'm on stage, and right next to me, there's just a huge painting of Andrew Jackson looking at me. Like he's just like, "Ah, what are all these Indians doing here?" I thought we gave them smallpox. Like, he's so angry.
Interesting.
And the promoter was just like, "Do you want me to take it down?" I'm like, "No, leave it up. I want to anger his ghost." You know what I mean?
That's what motivates you through the
Yeah,
set.
it made me feel a certain way. And she just goes, "Thank God we don't have Confederate statues." I'm like, I love Confederate statues.
You do? What?
I was just messing with her. But I say we leave them up. Leave them up. Look, you can't change history. You can only curate it, Jimmy.
Curate it.
Think about it. I grew up, I remember, I learned about the Confederacy. I learned about Robert E. Lee. They were called the Rebels. I'm like, I'm a rebel. He's just like me. I don't wear my retainer at night. He's just like me.
You are rebellious by not wearing your retainer, yeah.
And then I looked it up this past week. Do you know how long the Confederacy lasted?
I don't.
Anyone here? 4 years, 3 months.
Not-
Yo, I was an undergrad longer than the Confederacy.
Interesting.
Dude, my wife's IUD lasted longer than the Confederacy. Jersey Shore lasted 6 seasons. All right, some of you guys aren't laughing. I see that there's virgins here tonight. So an IUD, no, you don't know this. An IUD is a tiny piece of copper. It goes inside of a woman's uterus. It's shaped like the Tesla logo.
Okay, all right, yeah, okay. All right.
Right? Okay? Okay? And that lasted longer than the Confederacy. So here's what I say. I say we keep up the Robert E. Lee statue. Then we have Snooki next to it. And then we have my wife's IUD, just for historical context.
Good luck with the rest of the tour. Hassan Minhaj, everybody, for tickets. Go to HassanMinhaj.com. King's Jester's the name of the tour. Hassan and I are playing a fun game after the break. Stick around.
Hey.